I don't mind the start from Cree, but they need a lot of horses. They have a really, really strong capital. Pantheon's really helping them out a lot, and of course they do have Temple of Artemis, but they're gonna have to fight. And then it'll be interesting to see like Scythia. How does Scythia become relevant in the game? Will be very curious because they're gonna have to try and make a push here. So I would imagine they'll be fighting that happens in and around this area. And then Japan, again, did they get units and head south? That could be the curious thing, right? Flank from the horses. There are horses on the field now, so up to 4 horses for Kree. I would imagine, generally speaking, when they chose not to remap this, the general plan was probably, okay, the rest of us are all free sim. Every drop of gold goes to Kree to stay alive. So buy builders to chop, buy horses, buy tiles, whatever they need, whatever he needs to just go, go, go. Everybody get their horses online. Everybody get their iron online. Make sure you're ready to go to support your teammate who's sitting there on the front lines. That settler is sliding down here. The cattle tile has... Actually, it might have just grown to the cattle. Yeah, because these aren't revealed yet. It probably just grew to the resource, to be honest with you. Yeah. So it actually grew there before he had a chance to buy it. So potential encampment would come there. Horse, horse. A horse is a horse, of course. Of course, both Scythia and France working on... No, France might just have the card in, do they? Yeah, France just has the card in right now. And then they're working in encampments. So they're just getting the card in to get them kickstarted a little bit. I don't... Oh, there it is there. Okay. So that's a campus. Okay. Yeah, so I don't mind that. You work districts in and around this campus to get it to a +3. District there, 2 districts here, and that's a +3 campus. Government Plaza, still no building inside of it. No Government Plaza, still not to a 4th city. Their science should be pretty good now with free inquiry. 1918, not bad. So they have pretty good stats, but yeah, we'll see how they do there. Should be interesting. A little bit of pressure coming in there. A road was established. They did yeah. My guess is that they sent a trade route down here. Yeah, there it is there. So they sent a trade route down here. That's going to be in trouble. But what it does do is provide a road for Japan to feed units, which I'm sure they would probably want to do. Is help produce units to send down here, certainly once he gets to a samurai. I was saying earlier, and I kind of got interrupted a little bit, I really not sure I like the free inquiry first gold in here, because Pen Brush would have gotten them... no, they do have City Patron, I believe, yeah. So harbors were down quick, but instead of science, that could have been culture, and culture to their faster culture to get to the samurai would have been a much better thought, I would think. Let's bring the samurai down this way and help support from the north. But as it is, this is the way. He did settle the city right away. Again, like we said, his plan is to go builder first instead of monument. Working tiles this good. Unlimited turn this time, so I think Falcon's just like, okay, let's get this over with. There it is. There's the end turn coming in there, and off we go once again. So this settler, feels like it did a circle around the mountain. Am I wrong? Wasn't it down here somewhere, and now it's up there? I can't remember where the settler came from. I don't know. This settler going this way. I mean, one potential plan could be, if they can get a good sim up, is to get Byzantium simmed up, get their science up. There's only one choke, actually. This is the choke. They're keeping an eye on this. By the way, we also saw back here, not controlling a choke. Where was that? Yeah, here. Was this choke right here. This could actually be a snipe. Oh wait, no, this settler sees. Oh, he doesn't have a promo. So he's gonna have to turn around. He's gonna have to turn around. If he happened to have the promo for forests, he could do it, but he can't do it. So he has to sit here, and then he's gonna have to shift enter this settler back right there. He can't go there. He has to go here. There's the warrior purchase. He shift enters both units onto this tile right here, and then he'll have to venture around a different way and try and get past. But again, like I said, not controlling this choke was a big mistake, because now he needs to escort this, which means this scout is through, and it's going to pillage the crap out of this. He's not going to get the settler, but he's going to get some pillaging off. Assuming he gets the shift enter off. I can only imagine he gets the shift enter off here. Oh, I was wrong. He shift entered here. I don't know why he wouldn't have shift entered there, though. Because now he's just moved the settler in a position. Like, I would have thought that he wanted to settle this. If you go here, then you can move here. Now he's got to just move around. We could see a shift enter here, and then he could go that way. So it doesn't really matter. I would imagine he tries to get in here and start pillaging the mines. This settler's naked over there. Back on this front, by the way. General is out. Did they run? They must have run a project, I would think. Yeah, my guess is he ran a project. Yeah, more likely. So 4 horses. Oh wow. So bit of a diversion there. So he brought the horses here, saw that he was prepared, and said, "Hey, you built a road for me. Let me just use that road myself." And he's coming in. He's going to get a pillage off here. Not a whole lot he can do here. He's just coming up to take a look around. Look at this. Forest fire. Look at those tiles. Yeah, this is just a little venture. He'll reload. He's actually running a project now. He's getting campuses up, make sure he keeps his science relevant. +4 there, an eventual +3. And then yeah, he just made him build units early, right? You don't have to get into a big skirmish. Just make him build some units in the classical era. Don't arouse yourself. Bit of an aggressive push here. I think this is just to maybe get these guys to turn around as well. He does have him 4v2 with a general, so he could potentially get some hits in here. This, you know, he could get some stuff done here if he wanted to. A couple more settlers. So he settled this city for the spice. He didn't get this purchased. He does have a horse standing there, so the encampment can't be built. That's a smart play. Couple more settlers. I'm imagining he wants to settle up here and maybe down here. And, you know, try and get wide and make sure you stay relevant, like I say. Quick Harbor, try and get the science up. Swords out, horses out. This is going to kind of die. This horse probably heads back south, to be honest with you. I also bought a sword. So, yeah, he's perfectly fine. But making him spend money, right? It's all about resources. It's all about the resources. This Cree Scout's through here, but he's going to be met with a couple horses, so he'll be fine. 3 horses and an... Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Good day, Moondoggy. 3 horses and an archer, actually, will probably polish him off. He's keeping vision in this area, which is important. City-state control right now, by the way. Nyreen with Ayuthea. Okay. Nice little boost there. Settler on the way. His land really going to start to improve as he moves along here. Gets his tile improvements wherever they're viable. Of course, you have to he needs lumber mills because he can't get rid of the trees now. Yeah. Builder. Maybe chop this before it gets taken out by the volcano. That's probably a smart move. Any other control? Esdeath has Taruga. Sprig has Zanzibar. Okay. So he's got to be a little bit cautious. He's going to come down here. I wouldn't be surprised now. Yeah. Zanzibar dies now. Probably not the greatest idea from Sprig to try and suzerain a city-state that you can't control its land. And Esdeath is going to come down here with these horses and the archer and this warrior for that matter. Or Gustate. And these guys will all die. Builders, love it. Just look at all the builders. He's got builders here. He's probably actually... where is he? I was just going to say he's probably getting builders ready for... Oh no, he's not there yet. Okay. I was thinking maybe for feudalism builders, but no. It's just about improving your land. Horses up here to protect the choke. The push coming in. The counter push. And this is going to be hard to hold. Actually, a really nice play. The greedy forward settle, not well protected. By Falcon. Damodar, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. Zoc in the house. Yeah, like this horse needs to be shift entered. But then like this horse probably dies. Is there enough here to kill this city? I don't know. Yeah, the shift enters came in. No surprise there. Just finished work? Nice. Magnus chops. Probably just a boatload of horses coming in here. Does he have any iron? Could get a sword or two as well, depending on his... Wait, what am I looking at? Sorry. The color is throwing me off. He actually has 22 iron, so he could chop out a sword or two. He's going audience. Audience is the only call in the meta right now. Gov Plaza here. Audience. Audience chamber, so good. I don't see a Gov Plaza. Oh, there it is there. A Gov Plaza, but no building yet. Oh, he's building audience chamber. No building. Rushing audience chamber. 2 governor promotions alone. And then, obviously, the housing and the food and the luxury and that. It's crazy. The lineup for tomorrow? Damodar is working, yeah. That's why I get to play. Is because Damodar is working. Audience chamber there. Audience chamber. I think everyone's going to audience chamber. Did we check any? Did anybody not get checked? Over here, maybe. This guy just dies. Could just delete the unit and stop giving him a free, what should I call it? Promotions. Gov Plaza just getting built. Turn 40, just building your Gov Plaza feels late. Nah, because you're beast mode. I don't know about that. Yeah, sword get bought here. Saves this city. Archers. Mostly injured here now. He lose a horse? He had 4, right? He lost a horse. 2 more settlers coming out. He actually isn't trying to go up here. Like, this is, I mean, You got to come up here and settle this. Obviously, you got to stay off the coast, but I mean, you settle the maze, get the tiles. I mean, you can't improve that tile, but you still work it, right? Because you get pillaged. But yeah, that he doesn't have a city up here yet is a little bit disappointing. He built 2 settlers to come settle the tundra. Kind of sad. Yeah, this pushes out. I mean, I didn't mind it. I didn't mind getting a little bit aggressive here. 2 turns on Audience Chamber. Look at this capital. Right in his face, he built Temple of Artemis. Incredible. Look at this. By the way, Damodar, I don't think I pointed it out to you. Anybody joining. Cree capital. Pasture. Camp. Pasture. Pasture. Camp. Pasture. Potential camp, if you ever wanted it. With Goddess of the Hunt. I mean, come on. That's a broken Cree spawn if ever I saw one. You must be a Central Dominator. I thought only tennis players were working in Australia right now. Probably Riot. The Aussies in chat having a combo. So this has failed. He falls back, heals up. Now he has to be careful because he's actually got more units. He needs to counter. I like getting the commercial hub up. More trade routes is big. What's his stats? 1320. Got to try and get relevant. Falcon's keeping his stats up. He's got to figure out a way to get relevant here. I really don't get these. I get this settle. I don't get these two. I don't get this at all. I 100% understand this. I don't get why this is not getting settled. So Rage, close by so he can control it. Chinguetti, gonna give him some nice faith per turn. Let's check out the yields right now. Rage is pulling in 54 faith a turn, 53 for Basil, just 14 for Nyreen. I didn't mean to do that. That's right. So Nyreen, if we come over here, has the Earth Goddess, but it looks like they've abandoned Earth Goddess. Okay. So it took Earth Goddess for some free settlers and builders early, but now it's time to get some momentum. You chop out the trees with Magnus, get some units online. Hanging Gardens, the epitome of Second Golden Wonder. Yeah, well, no. I mean, yeah, Artemis gives you food. The reason why these tiles have food is because of his Pantheon. Goddess of the Hunt is giving these, here and here. The thing is that you want food for your other cities, right? Trade routes to them. It's not about the food, it's the production. It's about the 2 production in all these cities. I would have preferred Magnus for the science. I agree, I don't like the choice. I prefer Magnus in this place because with Pingala, because Pingala is giving you science, right? So his trade routes would be giving him science right now. And currently, if you look at his yields, he's got 14 science a turn, whereas his neighbor has 26. So I would have preferred Pingala here myself. But the reason for Magnus isn't about the food, it's about the production. Yeah, this is doing broadcast, Big Daddy, exactly. It's the real McCoy, but I'm doing a broadcast, yeah. not sure why this horse is standing here. Let's look at Scythia. Scythia running commercial hub and research grant and commercial hub. Let's see what they're looking for. Looking to grab the trade route, Scythia. Looking to snag that. And maybe do some... Start working on the scientists. Try and control who gets Hypatia, maybe. Interesting. Commercial hub. Scythia's stats 21-28. Gonna need to get their sim up. There's gonna be a battle here eventually. See how they make themselves relevant. Japan's still just sitting on 4 cities. They do have a settler out, controlling this gap now. They were able to save the trade route by pushing through with the horse. I guess at this point, Korea is just praying. +2 campus, harbor. I mean, didn't even settle this. I mean, there are some deer around. Like, this elephant's going to help this city when they get a builder on it, and this is going to help. So this city can kind of get going as well. But I'm just spectating in this game. The old Stave Church is coming in. This incredible Turbo City. Off the charts. Turbo City. You have not seen. When Norm's playing, log out. Oh, by the way, let's check in. Our goodie hat's still sitting there. Moves so fast we don't even see it. Yeah. I was just going to say that's probably Zanzibar. Zanzibar dying as suspected. Probably a bit of a misplay to sue Zanzibar. It may have been for Golden. I don't know how the points worked out there. But Zanzibar always died in this situation. Potential Byzantium pillage coming in for some science before he dies. Or science for gold before he dies. Another settler and another settler and another settler. He'll be at 9 cities here real quick. Entertainment complex. I'm guessing he's going for a play on the Colosseum. The Colosseum right here would reach 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would not reach either of those cities. It would reach some cities out here though. Yeah, it wouldn't be an amazing one, but it'd be a Colosseum. Hanging Gardens in 3 now. Audience. Actually, I will be playing tomorrow, yeah. Builders coming out. How are we doing on text, by the way? Feudalism in 2 for Nyrene. Horse coming in there. Slinger just got killed. Sack a horse coming in hot. This horse will meet that. Archer. There's a lot of civs, or a lot of players, I guess, that need to figure out a way to make themselves relevant. There's a lot of trouble down here as well. These cities are going to be in a lot of trouble. This is I feel like this is a greedy play here. Like, the longboats just tear these apart. I'd imagine he's going to just chop out. He's going to use these chops as well. Chop out 3-4 longboats and create a lot of trouble here. Huntsman? What? The biggest huntsman. Came straight across the floor. I don't know about the movie. Sorry. Yeah, we talked about that at the very beginning of the game, the goodie hut. The big question I posed at the beginning of the game is, does this goodie hut make it to the end of the game? Like a person spider? Okay. A little bit of pressure here from Byzantium. But yeah, a lot of teams here that need to find a way to make them, as suspected, this was settled. They need to find a way to make themselves relevant. How does Byzantium get relevant in this game? Settlers coming out with the Fire Goddess Faith. With this choke, control of this choke is going to be important. Because Nyreen does have people on both sides here. He could potentially get double teamed. That's the best chance. How does Rage make himself relevant is a big question. Potentially in here. What happens here? Here comes some swords. So potential help from Japan, as we spoke about. The road, putting themselves in position. Probably best just to bring them down here. I don't know if it's worth coming down in here and fighting on this floodplain like this. I probably would have followed the road better. And just kind of maybe held the flank a little bit. Made sure nothing came through this way while this got fortified. Bit of... Everybody seems to be simming in behind this front. This front's just kind of getting held. God, this is such a bad city from Falcon. A 1-3 and a 3-1, and that's it. Finally going to get a builder out. Maybe some lumber mills. Get this thing rolling. A lot of land back here to be settled. Like, Falcon can come back in here and get really sim up and just say, okay, we'll hold this and I'll out sim you. Japan can help themselves to all this, and then this. Yeah, this is like a ton of land in here that's just completely... Like, it's just too bad for Kree, right? Like, if Falcon had just spawned up in here, like, anywhere in here, and then just done this, then he would have had some space to just sim on all of this himself, and Kree would have been, in much better shape. But as it is, he's just fighting the front lines. Here comes the longboats. Like I said, continues to chop out boats. And here they come. A galley was purchased in here. But Kree galleys are no match. Do not improve. Whatever you do, do not improve that fish, please. Whatever you do. Yeah, it's basically like, there's kind of a standoff, and then it's basically make a decision about, how are you going to stay relevant in stats, right? How do you stay relevant statistically is the big question. Next turn he's going to improve it. I don't know. He sees the boat now. I don't imagine he'll improve it now. This is a major problem. If he has more coming, he's gonna get this one as well. He's probably alright. Even an archer down here or something like this, poke away at them. It'd be hard to say. The galley purchase was a must. for sure. Extra 4 strength is big. How you doing, Ho? Good to see you, by the way. Not the greatest land in here. He doesn't have the greatest land, does Falcon, but there's much better land up here if he just heads up this way. Such a beautiful wonder there as well. Maybe settle the sugar, settle the stone, maybe a couple cities in here, get some campuses down. Some good campuses to be had. Looking forward to this? Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this thing goes. Nyreen holding his front here. He's kind of lost control of this choke for now, but it's not too big a deal as long as he's got his eyes open. He's going to settle in here, I guess. Quite the city in there. There's a lot of nice tiles. A lot of lost tiles as well, but holy cow. A lot of good land in there. Sometimes you get these maps that are so big and you get spots like this that just have gorgeous land. And it feels like they're never going to get utilized, right? Like, come on, get up here and do this. When does this get love? Hey, Moel, how you doing? Good to see you, bud. Game's going pretty good. There's one... 7 Seas tends to be a bit of a sim fest, but there is one spot where we've got contentious lines. And Cree, who had an absolute god spawn. Absolute Cree god spawn. I mean, holy cow. Have you ever seen so many... There's even an elephant up here that... Oh, wait. No. The elephant here, but he lost that one to the city now. But then it turns out he was right next door to Paris. And Falcon is there. So there's quite the standoff. We'll have to see how Japan gets relevant in the game. Maybe get some samurai down here into the fight. Hey, well, did you purposely miss first golden to deny the Mapuche bonus? Oh, was that in reference to a game that's over? Wait a minute. Did you guys play Moel? I mean, kind of. So both games started before me. So I was the third one to start then. Okay, I misread the schedule, I guess. Sometimes I get weird in my head thinking GMT versus the other. Yeah. I forgot about Golden until like a couple of turns and then it was too late. Just tried to push instead. Yeah, I'd be curious. I'll have to check that game out. Maybe later tonight. I'll find some time. So another settler here. Finally going to get off 4 cities for Japan. That's going to be a feels good, man. So apparently, I mean, not surprisingly, TBD apparently won. Their first game. And the other game should still be going on, I think. So here's this Pop 3. What's the city working right now? So it's working 2 of these and then the 3-2. So that's big culture. 32-38, 47-79. Esdeath on a free sim insanity. By the way, he is making his push on Coliseum here. But Esdeath absolutely free simming his brains out with an OP Civ. Already grabbed Pyramids. He's got James St. George. My guess is there's Imhotep. Nobody's going to make a... Yeah, so he'll grab Imhotep What's he making a turn? 4.6. So he'll have Imhotep in about 6-8 turns, and then he can just pop Colosseum. He's also going to grab Oracle. Probably just make a culture play here. Yeah, probably just make a crazy culture play. Opium right out of the gate. I mean, look at this land. Like, look at this land. 3/2 bananas, 2/2/3 cocos for days. Hills as far as the eye can see. Norway's actually going to come up and get city number 6. They're actually going to snag... What? Do they just sit on the banana, maybe? And grab the turtle? Or do they come all the way over here? Oh, no, no, no. Looks like he's going to sit on that cocoa. And then they have... he'll probably sit on the banana, I would think. Still needs to buy that turtle. I didn't think he'd be this long into the game without buying that turtle, but I guess they need money on the front. This standoff continues. Archer pre-builds for the crossbows. Where is he at in the tech tree? Machinery in 2. There you go. Good time to get some archers out there. I like that. Get a luxury up here. He was able to... Wow. Okay. So I missed this. He must have bought a boat and built a boat. And then came in and injured... Okay, then a horse came out. Okay. I missed this battle, but yeah, he must have killed those 2 longboats. So good job there. Another longboat will come in here. This will be a bit of a stalemate. But building these 2 cities, I mean, it's actually not a bad idea that he built the second city, because one city by itself would have been in trouble, but he must have like bought and then chopped or built. Maybe he's got some good tiles here. So maybe he bought and then built a galley. The Brazilians are having a tough time against CC. CC's got some good players. CC's got some really good players, and I'm honestly not 100% sure how good the Brazilians are. Here comes the crossbows in here. So he's got his machinery already done. 2 turns. Crossbows could be a fatal... Maybe another improvement there. Boom and boom. Could be a major problem for Kree. He's got 2 more 1-turn archers coming. So he's going to have lots to upgrade. So he's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... He can have 7 crossbows in 2 turns. Engineering, the wheel. Falcons on castles. Nyrene's on stirrups. Let's check out Nyrene for a minute. Also, 5 turns. How are the Goldens come along? Looks like Goldens are probably pretty good on this side. Golden, close. Ziffy on Japan. Like, he's basically free sim Japan. He's got to figure out Golden here. He really has to figure out Golden to stay relevant in this game. How long until... God, drama and poetry. Okay, so he went straight to feudalism. He's backtracked to drama and poetry. Still no military alliance there. +3, so they have a... Yeah, it's oligarchy. Okay. So he went oligarchy. I don't know if I like the aqueduct play. Is that a mistake? Has he clicked the wrong button? He's okay. He just placed it. Okay, he's got a horse coming. 1-turn machinery. I hear a bunch of promos happening. Be interesting to see the play that that Norway makes here. I would imagine. Oh, he actually just settled the hill and kept the banana. Okay. I thought maybe he'd settle the banana because he could reach. He'd be able to reach this banana, right? He'd have a couple more bananas in reach anyway. So you just get rid of one of the food. Still got a 2-2 base. Lots of 2-2 tiles to work. And then, yeah, I probably would have done that myself. But what are you going to do? Oh, he did raise it. It's not Sweden, by the way. It's Cree. But yeah, he did. I didn't think he'd have enough power there. They started well. The Carolean push almost made it. Vlad on Scotland was too strong. So here comes the crossbows. It's going to be It's going to be about the crossbow counter here. How much gold they're going to have to upgrade? He's got 229 in the bag. Should be able to upgrade like 5 of these. So the push will get stopped in its tracks. $44 science to 38. So actually, Kree's taking the lead on science over Falcon. He's getting his sim up. He's going to need more campuses. I see one campus coming there. Lumber mills. Keep those culture tiles alive. Not the greatest land for Falcon, so his sim's not going the best. Still 5 more points needed for Golden on Japan. Falcon needs to find 2 more, and then everybody else will be good. 3 turns to do it. It's really going to be about Japan. Like, they're gone set. Like, they didn't. Like, they maybe just a wonder. Like, go and build a wonder. Of, like, I mean, it's too late now, but like, you gotta figure. Oh, wait, they're how many points? They're 5 points. Okay, I mean, they don't want to spend the money, but he could just get his unique unit, right? I don't know why he wouldn't have a samurai going here. Seems like the map is favorable to see. I mean, it's good players anyway, but just unusual draft, and apparently Sweden being banned and representing teamers. So we should see some upgrades here. Interesting, like Kree's getting it out is out simming Sprig, I should say by name. Sprig is out simming Falcon right now. He's going to shift under that back. No upgrades came in this turn, interestingly enough. Backtrack for apprenticeship. He doesn't really have mines, so it's fine. Getting all of his production off of camps and pasture Pantheon. Okay, he didn't shift enter it out, but he got it back. Yeah, there it is. So 3 crossbows. He's got the money. Two turns. Japan. Okay, they need 2 points now. Is he gonna chop out a samurai? Like if Japan misses the golden and they haven't built their samurai yet, that's a yikes. Make sure you upgrade this one here. It's got a promo already. Is that a hill? Or maybe it was a hill. Yeah, so he couldn't promo that one. Okay. So he's gonna be good there. The big key here is the loss of that city. Face off here is Longboats V. The problem for Kree now is he's got himself in a situation where he needs to be able to, like, as soon as he gets to Caravels, the city dies. Like, what is... What is Falcon? Or sorry, Rage. He said no. Okay. Yeah, the big key is Spriggs staying relevant in the tech, and then it's going to be about who can make an impact. Like Japan, can Japan? They're going settlers all over the place. Maybe Japan comes and settles this as a forward operating, chops out some samurai in here, try to get a double team push going. Interesting that Japan hasn't chosen to try and control the choke over here somewhere. He did get the fleet admiral, not necessarily of any serious value. Checking in on Nyreen, the Milan Raider is out. Control of this choke's going to be key, not to let him get in here. Another Milan Raider, a knight. Harbors are going down. He has settled this side, so there is potential with Japan action. If anybody ever settles a canal there, there could be potentially there. Milan Raider here is going to try to get through and do some things. Some knight pre-builds coming in. Esdeath almost to 100 culture. He's actually hard building Colosseum, which is interesting. Imhotep is just sitting there. It'll be his in 2 turns, so he can pick something else. What's this city doing for production? 29. Okay, so just hard building that. I think. Oh, he's going to chop it out next turn right here. So he chops that out next turn with Magnus. Is he going Pingala internals? Is he? Yeah, that's a big part of his science right now. I think is Pingala internals. Although he doesn't. Maybe only has 1 or 2 trade routes actually. So Hypatia went to Nyreen. Who got the Fleet Admiral? Oh, so nobody got it. Must have went past. Yeah, Kree's doing perfectly fine in stats. Like Kree's actually so far. Well, Falcon actually, maybe Falcon's got Pingala internals going. Where was that? Oh, there it is, right there. Oh my God, standing right beside Nyreen, or beside Falcon's horse. He might wait actually. Maybe he waits till he has... He's got education. Intelligence agency going down. Builders going up. Trader. Another settler coming. 2 more settlers coming. 3 more settlers coming from from Kree. Is he finally going to go and settle this beautiful land up here? That's the big question. The fact that this city's not settled yet is an absolute crime. I didn't like this settle. To be honest with you, I didn't like it. I like to settle here, and I would have liked to have seen the other settler just go up. 2 settles go up here. Like, I don't know. Hey, Gustav. How you doing? Who do we want to win? I don't want anybody to win. I want everybody to have a good game. Okay, so he took that. Ended up a heavy chariot, so it's going to be a pre-build. Didn't want to wait for stirrups. Falcon loves Magnus Internals. I was just wondering why his science bumped. He does have Magnus Internals going. I was just wondering why his science bumped. I think he might have finished a campus. Yeah, he did get a campus in here. And this campus got another adjacency as well. Maybe he didn't have a card in, so maybe the fact that he's got a card in now has bumped it up. So he's at 50, 52, 48, 57. Question mark plus. I don't know what happened there. Okay. Oh, it's paused. I can't see now. Now I'm in the screen. I can't get out. Decent pace of play so far. Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, this game will have a while. There's lots of chokes. Lots of people will stay relevant, or not necessarily relevant, but lots of people are going to be unhindered for quite a while. I don't know what the pause is about. Just a sec. Oh, you can call referee to confirm, but we need to redo. Oh, as death. As death, his turn auto ended. This is a bug that just refuses to get fixed, where people's turns get auto ended into Congress. They can call a referee to check the files to see if he actually clicked shift enter or whatever, but maybe the other team will just. Oh, there you go. Jack the narrator's watching. So you need to post your LUA. So he'll have to post his log to make sure that they can verify that he didn't actually shift enter himself. So what happened is, you can see here, as death, his turn is essentially ended, right? You can see here where, so it's on Congress, but it won't let him vote because it ended his turn. And so you could check the LUA log in order to determine that he didn't click shift enter and actually purposely end his turn, and that it was a bug that happened. It's a known bug that happens. So Esdef's going to have to send his LUA log to prove that he didn't do it. Then we'll have to re-lobby and play out the last turn again. Yeah, because it's Congress, so he can't vote. So he's just proving, because if he actually physically hit shift enter himself, I mean, he's on free sim. I can't imagine that he even has units in a position that he'd have to shift enter. But yeah, it's whatever. He built Machu up here. High level production. tons of culture, free simming out of his brain. I don't think anything stops him. Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Like Falcon was like the turn like had ended, and all of a sudden these crossbowmen had like stepped on the hill and shot this. Like I don't understand. Like it was like late. I don't really know what happened there. Like maybe he's just got crazy last moves. I don't know. Which would mean Falcon would have big first moves, I guess. But yeah. So we're just gonna wait on LUA logs to be posted, or I guess maybe you'll just send them directly to Jack the narrator. Yeah, if it was me and I was Barking Gang, I just feel like let's just relobby. I mean, it's fine. Jitters and mistakes should be part of a competition. Yeah, but I don't mean by jitters and mistakes. Yeah, that was kind of my thought, Escrest, is just trust. He has no reason. It's not like he's in the middle of a really close war and like was trying to get units out and was like shift entering, right? Like that's why you would do it. Like if you wanted to get units out of a war, he's literally wide open free sim with nobody around him. Like, why would he be spamming shift enter, right? Just like take his word, move on, get to the next stage. Like now we're just wasting 10 minutes of everyone's time figuring out how to post a log and or copy a log and get it pasted and inspected and what all that kind of stuff. As Death did not update. Oh, As Death. So he did not update. Did both teams split favor? I don't remember. I didn't look at the very end. I didn't realize. It looks like Falcon ended up low. I don't know. These guys have 4. I'm not sure. Yeah, like I mean, I'll be honest with you. Before the half hour before the game time even started, I went in and I unsubscribed and then restarted Steam, resubscribed to every one of the mods, watched it physically, had the bar upload it on all 4, and then logged out of Steam again to log back in just to verify. Started up the game. When I went to get into the game and I went to log into the actual game, a thing came up saying that I wasn't on the right one. So then I left just to be sure. Left the game, went back in, unsubscribed from MPH, resubscribed to MPH again, watched it come across. Then I updated Steam again, or like reloaded Steam again, loaded the game back up, went back into the lobby, and it was fine. So like it's literally like even the instructions don't always somehow seem to work. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna take a 5-minute break. Yeah, stealth stuff. It's a known bug. What happens is for whatever reason, when it becomes Congress's turn, when it goes to Congress, the turn it like switches to Congress to have to vote. There's part of the MPH, the multiplayer helper mod, that somehow for some reason the timing ends people turn randomly sometimes. In this case, it happened to Esdeath. I've been in a game where it happened to 2 or 3 people at the same time, and you have to re-lobby because Congress is obviously extremely important. So yeah.